time. I actually have light in here. It's amazing. The only thing I don't like about this light is you can see how pale I am. Look at, I need a tan really bad. It is January 10th, so this is the video for my first weigh-in of 2011. As you know, I am a part of the challenge that Daniel put together called The Wall. It's like a game, I guess. And there was 30 players. We weighed in on Saturday. 2 people did not report their weight, so it went down to 28 players. And out of 28 players, I got 13th place. So I started on January 1st at 274 pounds. And on Saturday, I weighed in at 270. So I lost 4 pounds, so yay. So 13th out of 28. So that was about average. I told myself, though, I really, really want top 10 this week. So I'm going to work really hard. Something I wanted to talk about really quick was last week, I kind of had a stressful week at work. I had a lot of new kids, and coming back from the holiday, you know, I was all like motivated and stuff, but I was stressed out. And Thursday night I went to my boot camp class, which I kind of have like a love-hate relationship for that class because I love it because it's different than my TKB class. We're using weights, I'm building muscle. I still get to hang out with my friends in the class. I hate that class because I have no muscle to begin with. I'm not used to doing weights. I haven't lifted weights in, I can't even tell you. So it's really, really hard for me, and I struggle a lot in that class, and I have a really hard time. One, I know this is so stupid, but when I join a class or when I get into a classroom, I always look around and I see what everybody else looks like. And I see if I'm the fattest person in the class. And I don't know why I let that affect me. That gets in my mindset, and that's not good. But for boot camp, I'm always the fattest person in that class. And like I said, I struggle. We do push-ups, and I can't do push-ups. And I just feel really bad and embarrassed when I can't do things. Like, over half of the class, I'm sitting there, like, breathing and, like, trying to recuperate because I can't do it. And the instructor knows me, so he calls me out a lot. And I know he's just trying to, you know, encourage me and stuff. But, I don't know. Thursday, I was just having a really hard time. And as class was over, I put away all my stuff, and I went and grabbed my bag, and I had my towel, you know, wiping my sweat away, and I was drinking my water, and I walked out of the classroom waiting for my friend to come out, and I could feel, like, in my throat, you know, the knot when you know you're going to start crying because I was so embarrassed in that class. And so the knot was there in my throat, and my friend came out, and she patted me on the shoulder, and she said, "Good job, girl." And I don't know what happened, but the tears started flowing, and she said, "Oh my God, what happened?" And I just told her how embarrassed I was, and, you know, I feel like I can't do it. And she said, no, you know, you're fine. You know, it's going to take a while, you know, and for me to keep coming. And, oh, it was just so embarrassing. And then the instructor came up behind her and saw me crying and was like, "What's going on?" And he said, "No, Courtney, it's okay." And I don't know, I just felt like crap. So I'm over it, and I'm going to go back this Thursday, even though I don't want to, and I'm dreading it. But, you know, I'm not going to get any better if I don't keep going. Another thing that I wanted to talk about really quickly that I had actually made a whole separate video for, but I scrapped it because it was totally boring. I wanted to talk about my 2011 goals. One thing that I want to do this year is I want to get more natural in my eating. That means going back into clean eating. I even want to experiment with raw eating a little bit. Just really taking out the processed food, natural, because that is the best for your body. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I've already started. Last week we needed bread, and instead of going and getting the low-calorie bread at Albertsons that we usually get, I actually went to Trader Joe's and I got the Ezekiel bread, which is clean. So just going to be starting slow to take out things that we usually eat and replacing them with clean alternatives instead. More variety in my workouts. So I'm doing this boot camp class. Maybe one day a week going to the gym in the afternoon and going swimming. Be more eco-friendly. That's for me and Gary. Now, we already have reusable water bottles that we refill. So we have filtered water. So we don't buy bottled water anymore. We can do a lot of recycling. Using our reusable grocery bags. We're going to be experimenting with that. I just want to be more eco-friendly. For school, my goal is to get nothing below a B in any of my classes. Last year, I procrastinated on some projects and a few classes, and I got a C. And I feel like if I'm paying this much for school, I should be getting good grades. So nothing below B. Volunteer. I want to volunteer. I'm not really sure what, but I'm leaning towards suicide hotline, actually. Last year, a few months ago, in the media it was really big. The kids that were being bullied for being gay some of them were committing suicide, and it was really big. And there's so many projects like the Trevor Project, Make a Difference Project. I know the No Hate campaign and the Fuck Hate campaign. They've all been a part of being advocates for this, and it really affected me, and I really want to help. So I was thinking about taking suicide prevention training and then volunteering at a suicide hotline. I'm not really sure though. It seems really intense, but maybe I'll do something not so intense. Maybe I'll see if I can help at like a youth center or something. But I want to volunteer this year. Another thing I want to do is I want to play the guitar. I have this beautiful black acoustic guitar that I've had for many years. It's been sitting in this black case for, I'm going to say, close to 10 years now, and I've never learned how to play it. So my goal for this year is to figure out how to play this guitar. And my last goal for the year is to be love. I'm going to make decisions based on love. I'm going to spread love throughout. I'm going to be positive. Be love is actually Jason Mraz. You guys know that I love Jason Mraz. It's his motto is to be love. He actually has it tattooed on his body. He has a song called What Would Love Do? What would love do in this situation? And that's how you're supposed to act. And so my motto for this year is to be love. So that is this week.
And we bring you some love, and love, and love, love, and 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 love. Yeah, you can sing if you want to. It's love, and love, and love, love, and love, and love, love, and love, and love.